Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Friday, May the 5th, and today is my first appointment with the physical therapist. It's this afternoon, and I am really looking forward to going and getting started on some healing therapy for my torn rotator cuff. Jill called me yesterday evening and said the baby was getting sick. She just started, not feeling well and irritable and crying, and she doesn't have fever, but her eyes were starting to drain. So I told Jill had taken time off to help me, but she's scheduled to return to work today, and she already has patients scheduled to see today. So I told her to go ahead and make an appointment with the pediatrician, and I will come and take Ife to the doctor. So instead of Jill taking her to school this morning like she normally does and then goes to work, she's going to be staying home. So I'm going to go over and take care of her today and take her to the pediatrician as soon as the office opens and we can get an appointment. I definitely do not want her to suffer. I love her too much. Just kind of threw a wrench in my plans for today, but it's okay. I can just rearrange, and the few things that I did have planned for this morning or today, I can do them tomorrow or Sunday. Mainly is trying to get my apartment in order because of the yearly building inspection that's taking place on Monday. They just basically, they're not coming in to see if the apartment is clean and tidy or anything. They come in and they check the fire extinguishers and the fire alarms. And I believe he opens up the refrigerator and checks it. I'm not sure if he checks the temperature in it or not. And he opens up the cabinet underneath the sink. So, I just want to make sure that it's clean underneath there and I don't have any taters sprouting or onions sprouting or anything. In fact, I just threw out some potatoes the other day because they had sprouts on them about 3 feet tall. Oh, by the way, in case any of y'all are wondering, I relinquished my garden plot this year. I'm just not physically able to handle it. If they had a sprinkler system on it, I could probably have it, but having to go out there, and my garden plot is a few feet away, from the garden hoses. So I have to remove the garden hoses off of the holder, which they're wrapped around usually. Some residents don't wrap them around, but most of them do. So I have to unwrap it, and then they're heavy. They're thick, very thick rubber. Then I have to drag it over to my garden plot and then stand there and spray it and water it, which I enjoy doing. I love watering it and caring for it and everything, but I just can't do it, especially with a right torn rotator cuff. So I just called the office and told them, I wanted to relinquish it and give it to someone who can get, use out of it, can grow them some food. I don't want to take space away from someone who can benefit from it. And no, we aren't allowed to have a pot. I don't have a balcony or anything. I have that one little porch area that y'all have seen before. We aren't allowed to have anything on the porch. I do see a couple of rugs out there, but even those are few and far between because the doors are so low onto the concrete that you can't open the door unless the rug is flat as a pancake. And y'all have told me, it looked to you like somebody had turned around backwards and was trying to kick in my door. And I thought, the first thing that came to my mind was that the footprints on my door was some type of prank, teenage prank. It looked to me like, a kid had jumped around backwards and kicked their feet up onto the door. But y'all are saying, no, somebody tried to kick your door in. And I believe you. I am pretty sure that that's what's happened, but what a dumb criminal. What a dumb criminal. Oh, gosh. You can't kick in a door that opens outwards, especially a door that's solid steel. Y'all, these apartments are built to very high standards. They have a sprinkler system, an alarm system. There's actually a camera right over that porch. So if I wanted to, I could call the office and the management and have them spend hours and hours going back through security camera footage and see who tried to kick in my door. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go on with life. And no, I could probably get some type of Ring doorbell camera, but it would have to be, I don't even know how it would be installed. I mean, how can you drill a hole through a steel door? I do have a peephole. That's all I need. And I mean, if they were to somehow, shimmy the lock, I have 3 locks on that door. And then if they did get in, they wouldn't find anything. I have nothing. I don't keep any money at home. I have a vase with the Mississippi flag on it. I actually found it in New Jersey in a Catholic thrift store. I think I paid $1 for it. I'm thinking, what in the world is a vase or should I say vase, from Mississippi doing up here? But I bought it. So that's where I throw my change. I don't have any gold or diamond jewelry. I have a couple of Tiffany pieces, courtesy of Zeus. That's about it. The most valuable things to me are things that nobody else would want, and that's pictures of my family. What are some of your most valued possessions that if someone broke into your house, you would be afraid of them stealing it? I'm just wondering, the bathroom burglar, y'all who are new here probably haven't seen that video before. I'm not going to be able to link it because I can only link videos up in the iCard if I'm on my computer, and I'm not going to have my computer with me today. But I had a guy that climbed through my bathroom window when I lived in Asbury Park. I don't know what he thinks he would have gotten from me. He got a big scare because he didn't think anybody was home. It was quite an ordeal. Y'all, I'm just worn down. This shoulder is just still severe pain. It's not a 8 or 9 like it was the day I was on my deathbed. I think that was the last video I uploaded. It's down to about a 7 or a 6. It's tolerable, but it's still very annoying and very difficult to function with just constant chronic pain. And sleep, I do sleep pretty good. I've always been a left side sleeper, so it's not affecting my sleep in that way. But after 4 or 5 hours on one side, you want to flip over and lay on the other side, and I just cannot. It's just horrific. So anyway, I just wanted to check in with y'all this morning. Traffic is backed up, but I left at 7:30, so I'll be there in time for Jill to sign into her computer at 8 and follow up with her appointments with her patients and get her day started. The earlier she can get started, the better. The earlier she can get home. And I have to leave her house by 2:30 to make it to my physical therapy appointment, but she'll be home by then, I'm pretty sure. Lord, it was an ordeal getting my hair washed. It's been very tempting to go get it whacked off again, but I know y'all like it long, and I like it long too, but trying to wash it with my left arm and comb it and blow dry it, It's not easy. I've sure thought a lot about my daddy lately. The last few weeks that I can only use my left arm, how he lived his whole life only able to use his left arm. But you know, he was paralyzed at 18 months old by polio, so he was just always used to using his left arm. He grew up using it, but it's difficult for me. I remember, now I have to put the keys into the ignition with my left hand, and you know, back in his day, he had to shift the old cars and trucks. The gear shift was on the steering column. So I remember him, you know, reaching over and shifting the gears to the car, and you had to do it every time you stopped. Stopped at a red light or a stop sign or anywhere. You had to reach over and get your car back into third gear. He did it. He never complained, that I can remember, about only having one arm. Okay, so that's just going to be my little update for this Friday morning. I hope everybody's doing good, and I hope you've made some plans for this beautiful spring weekend, and that you can get out and enjoy it with your friends and family. And let's just keep praying for each other and lifting each other up. I think one of the most important jobs in a woman's life is to make other women feel good about themselves. You know, to support them and tell them how beautiful they are and how wonderful they are and how intelligent they are. And just, somebody that does that to another woman has class and dignity. And it shows how much they think about themselves. They value their own womanhood. And that's what I love about women. So please give me a thumbs up and share. And if you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. You will be loved and accepted here. And y'all just keep on coming back. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye. Don't do that. You don't want to mess up the instruments. How are you feeling, Ife?
I don't know.
You don't know? Does your chest hurt when you cough? Do you cough and your chest hurts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do your ears hurt? Where are you today?
At the doctor.
Yeah. Where had you rather be?
He's at school.
Yeah. Now, I said, where had you rather be? You were supposed to have something at school today. Decades Day? Dress up like you lived in the 70s or something? Decades Day? Yeah. And what was yesterday?
Sports day.
Oh, I thought it was Cultural Day.
Yesterday it was Culture Day.
Culture Day? Yeah. And
Yes.
what did you wear?
My Trinidad shirt and a Trinidad skirt.
Yeah. Because that's where your daddy's from, huh? His culture is Trinidad? Yeah. Say hi to everybody on YouTube.
Hi.
Say hey to Grandma's subscribers.
Hi.
Come here, let Grandma weigh, okay?
Hi.
How much do you think Grandma weighs? 100 pounds.
2, 1, 2, 0 pounds.
Oh, goodness. 215.
That's too much, Grandma.
Yes, it is. It's 215 pounds. Okay, how much does your pony weigh? Move her back so we can see the scale. I don't think she weighs anything.
She weighed last time.
Let's lay her down. Let's see how much Ife weighs. How much?
1464.
It said 14.5. I mean 44.5, I think. Okay.